Died he for me who caused his pain. Today is Good Friday, a day which perhaps seemed less than good for those watching Jesus die in the first century, but a day which we now know brought about God's good purpose of salvation for all people. I want to quote from two Charles Wesley hymns that speak of the death of Christ. First is the famous hymn, "And Can It Be?", in which he writes, "Died he for me who caused his pain, for me who him to death pursued? Amazing love, how can it be that thou, my God, shouldst die for me?" Amazing love indeed, that Jesus would die for the very ones who caused his pain and pursued him to death. How can it be that a day like today ends up benefiting us? It's because he did it in love. And then a lesser-known hymn of Wesley's, published in the 1745 hymnal Hymns on the Lord's Supper, says this: "See from his wounded side the mingled current flow. The water and the blood applied shall wash us white as snow." Strong imagery which comes from the moment the soldier plunged his spear into Jesus' side, and a mixture of blood and water flowed out, which we read in John 19, verse 34. Wesley says that the water and the blood applied washes us white as snow. In other words, if we believe that what Jesus did today is the basis of our forgiveness, not our own religious commitment or our good deeds, but his sacrifice, then our stains and sins are washed away and we stand before God white as snow, our records wiped clean and our sins forgiven. Today, as you consider the death of Jesus, think about what his death meant for sinners everywhere. Restoration and forgiveness based on what he did in love. But don't neglect receiving that love for yourself. This is not just a theory, but it can be personally applied to your life if you believe. John 15 verse 13 says, "Greater love has no one than this, to lay down one's life for one's friends." Jesus did this good thing today out of his amazing love to wash us clean. Bow on your knees and worship him today for what he has done. His grace